what Auburn, you've seen Auburn on film and what some of the stuff that Wofford did Saturday?
Is there some similarities from Wofford and Auburn?
Yeah.
Not any that jump off right at you. Auburn may try and do some little options, throw a little wrinkle of option in their offense more so than what they've been doing, considering the fact, the results of last week's game.
How concerned are you with the way Clemson played this past weekend, going into this weekend's game?
Mm-hmm. I'm not concerned at all. We got great coaches, great guys on the team, great leadership. We know what to do and know what to do to fix the problems that we've had these past 2 games.
Coach and player, some of the guys have talked about the tackling. What do you feel like has to happen to improve the tackling this week?
We just got to keep running through tackles and not stopping our feet. Just keep our feet moving on contact and just basically keep running through the tackles as opposed to just stopping our feet and just grabbing them.
How much do you guys actually tackle during the week? Is there just some drills, or is there a lot of tackling that goes on during the week?
We actually have a Tuesday is our designated tackling circuit day. Tuesday and Wednesday we actually in pads, so we actually tackling. It's not tackle to the ground, but we're wrapping up and making contact on the runners and the receivers.
Attribute much of Wofford's success to the lack of tackling, or is it more than that?
That's a great football team. They compete very well in that conference every year. Some of it has to do with lack of tackling. Some of it just has to do with Wofford just came in and they just competed. Like I said, there's a great football team. They'll compete well in that conference this year. And, that's just the basically it.
What can you guys take away from last year's game against Auburn? I mean, obviously there's going to be a lot of carryover because it's the same system and all that. Is there any one thing that you guys can look to?
The most important thing, we just get another opportunity. Everybody in the country know we had them on the ropes last year at their place, and it was the 4th game of the season. It was early in the year, so this time it's early in again. We got a chance, we got a shot on it again, and we're gonna just go out and compete, the same way we did last year, and see what the outcome be.
What do you remember about that feeling in overtime? That had to be a gut-wrenching loss for you guys to be up 17 and wind up putting a step away from you.
Yeah, it was. A lot of went into it. A lot of went into overtime, so there's a lot of energy. A lot went into it, and it was quite disappointing to lose. But at the same time, that's just a game of football. You just gotta go back the next week, prepare the same way, and get ready for the next one.
Do you look back at the success they had after that game going with the national champion? Do you look back and say, well, if we could have beaten them, our season might have turned out differently? Do you see it as kind of a turning point for you guys last year?
Well, one game really don't determine the season. It's a 12-game season, so it really wouldn't. That game really didn't make us or break us, so to speak.
As they're making that run, though, are you guys sitting and watching and saying, "Wow, look at them now, and we almost had them," or did it even?
That game, if they would have lost us, it probably wouldn't have made or break that season either. They won simply because they won. They outcompeted everybody who they played.
Getting back to the tackling, there were several games last year where you had to go back and get back to the fundamentals of tackling. Why do you think that happens? And what do you do to correct that?
Just basically go back and practice and work on it. Continue to tackle them and make sure when we in practice going against the scout team, we wrapping up and running our feet as much as possible, and not just grabbing them and just stopping our feet. That's the main thing.
As far as their running attack, Kent Newton was a big part of that last year. Or just mostly Dyer and McHale, they're 2 main guys they have so far this year.
Yeah, they when you have a great athlete like Cam Newton who can run and pass football, you can use him on the ground game and in the passing game, so that helped him out a lot. But for the most part on film, it shows that McCaleb and Dyer are the 2 that run the ball majority of the time.
Is it difficult to defend guys like that? Because McCaleb's obviously their kind of smash guy. Or Dyer's their smash guy, McCaleb's their kind of like speedy guys.
Smash and dash type.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to
Well, both of those guys are great running backs. You know, they're gonna do a great job of coming in here, trying to get what they can get on the ground and put it in the end zone as much as possible. We just got to do a great job of tackling them and using our leverage to get them on the ground.
You guys did a pretty good job of breaking that offense down last year.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Newton was the wild card, and what he brings to the table is just far above what anybody else did. Now that you've watched this kind of offense for 8 months, 6 months, you guys that much better versed in how to attack it, how to deal with it?
We got a lot of experience in that room around there with coaches. So no matter who we play, they're gonna get us ready to play them. Whether we seen the offense 8 months or 2 weeks, they're gonna get us ready to play. And we trust in them and believe in them to whoever we play that they're gonna get us ready to play.
You guys are playing a lot of young people right
Mhm.
now. Is that some of the explanation for some of the issues with tackling at this point?
No, it doesn't have to do. It has nothing to do with whether you're young or old guy. If you're a good tackler, you're a good tackler. If you know the fundamentals of tackling, then you know the fundamentals of tackling. And like I said, we just got to run our feet on contact more and don't let our feet die, and we'll be fine, freshman or senior.
Was there a toughness issue anywhere on the defense?
I don't think so at all.
You feel that when you leave the game that you've left an imprint
Absolutely.
as a group? I know
Absolutely.
you feel you do.
As a group, as a whole, as a team.
Yeah.
Thanks, Corico.
Nice weekend.
Appreciate it.